What's going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to the 49ers franchise here on Madden NFL 06. And we got a little bit of a doubleheader in this one as we take on the Bears in the first game, and then we have a divisional battle against the Seattle Seahawks in the second game. But the Bears are also 4-4, so this is kind of a separation Sunday type situation because both of us are vying for a wild card spot. The winner will take one step forward towards the playoffs, while the loser is probably going to be in shambles as far as the playoffs go. So here comes the former Florida Gator, Sexy Rexy, and he's going to throw a pick on his first pass of the game. Ahmed Plummer's going to take it all the way to the house for the McPick-6, and the Niners take an early 7-0 lead. So now the Bears look to bounce back, 3rd and 4. Jones trying to run for the first down, but Jeff Ulbrich just like, no sir. So it's a 3 and out for the Bears, and now here's Freddie Mitchell making the grab, picks up 8. And then Alex Smith trying to hand it off to Frank Gore on the counter play, but he gets blown up in the backfield. So now 3rd and 8, Smith over the middle, and he finds Mitchell. Freddie Mitchell has just been an absolute monster ever since we signed him in the preseason. So now here's Trunk Candidate picking up a few yards. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 8. Smith looking down the field, and he's just going to yeet it. Arnaz Battle couldn't make the grab, but it wouldn't have mattered either way because he got called for pass interference. So now Bears ball after a Niners punt, and Cedric Benson, RIP to him by the way, loses a few yards. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Grossman throws near the sidelines, and it's tipped away incomplete. Good defense by Shante Spencer. That leads to a 3 and out. And then Alex Smith on the very next drive gets brought down for the sack. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 16. Smith looking down the field, and he's going to throw it into double coverage. And it worked as well as you could expect it to. Niners punted away, but then the Bears go 3 and out. So now here's Frank Gore running hard, picking up about 9. That leads to a 3rd and inches. Hand off to Fred Beasley, the fullback. He's going to pick up the first down. And the Niners in big territory now. Smith looking downfield. He wants Walker, and it's intercepted. Green able to make the grab, and he gets up to the 21. So now the Bears looking to capitalize. Grossman going to throw it, and it's incomplete, but there's a little bit of laundry on the field as David Hawley gets called for pass interference. So now here's 3rd down for the Bears. Grossman throws right side. It's nearly intercepted for a second time by Plummer. That's how the first quarter ends. Niners lead 7-0. So now we're into the second quarter. 3rd down for the Niners. Smith looking down the field. He has all day to throw. Finally throws it, and he finds Battle. Gets up to the 43. McMillan going to be called for the face mask. So now the Niners closer to midfield. On 3rd down, Battle not able to make the grab. I swear he ate some popcorn before the game with all the drops he's had so far. Now it's Bears ball, 3rd and 7. Grossman looking, and it's tipped near the line of scrimmage. Incomplete. Nice play by Derek Smith. The Bears go 3 and out. Then the Niners would go 3 and out right after that, so now the Bears have the ball back. Here's a handoff to Benson. He got some blocks in front of him. Parrish can't bring him down, and then Benson gets mollywopped and fumbles the football, but luckily he has a teammate recover it. So now here's Grossman under pressure. He's brought down for the sack. Julian Peterson able to get to him. Now 3rd and 12, and again, this time on the corner blitz, Grossman goes down. That takes the Bears out of field goal range, and they end up punting it. So now 1st and 10, there's Battle right over the middle, making up for the drops earlier. Picks up the first down, but now a 3rd and 5 for the Niners. And Smith going to find Rashawn Woods, who's been a dropaholic so far this year as well. But he picks up a first down this time. So now we're close to the 2-minute warning. Smith trying to get away from the defense, and he's brought down for the sack. It's going to lead to a 3rd and 20. Smith looking down the field, throws left side, and I guess Brandon Lloyd was eating some of Arnaz Battle's popcorn because he just straight up dropped that one. So the Niners end up punting it away. And here's Cedric Benson again picking up a big gain, and a 15-yard face mask is added onto that. So now the Bears up to the 41 looking to tie the ball game on this drive. Grossman goes left side, completes it to Bernard Berrien, who gets past midfield. It's a new set of downs for the Bears. Grossman going to be brought down by Bryant Young. That's going to lead to a 3rd and 15 with a minute to go. And then the Niners bring the blitz, and he's brought down again. So now the Niners get the ball back with under a minute to go. Here's Battle making another grab over the middle for the first down. Now 3rd and 10. Smith left side finds Battle, who's on the slant pattern. He picks up the first. Time is a ticking, however. We have under 20 seconds to go, and there's Freddie Mitchell coming up clutch, and Mitchell gonna burn the Bears defense for the touchdown, and that gives the Niners a 14-0 lead heading into the half. Just a great route there by Mitchell, and an even better throw by Alex Smith. I don't want to say the Niners have blown this one open quite yet, but going into the half up 14-0 is a lot better than going to the half up 7-0. We're into the second half now. Niners have a 14-0 lead, and they have the ball. And here's Candidate picking up the first down, up past the 45. Usually Gore is the power back between him and Candidate, but Candidate showing off a little power there. And now here's a third down throw. It's tipped away, so the Niners drive stalls out. So now Chicago looking to get back into this game. Grossman goes left side, finds Mark Bradley. He's brought down by his face mask. And it was supposed to be 3rd and 7, but now it's a new set of downs for the Bears. And Grossman throws a screen pass, but he's hit as he throws it. He coughs it up, and Carter makes the recovery for the Niners. And now San Francisco trying to make it a 3-score game, trying to 21 and skunk them. And there's a first down. Vasher called for the face mask. So now another throw to Mitchell, and Nathan Vasher is just having a hard time staying with Freddie Mitchell on this one. But now 3rd down. Smith goes left side this time, finds Lloyd, who gets up to the 2. So now the Niners trying to make it a 21-0 game. Smith gonna roll to his right, finds a wide open Eric Johnson in the flat for the touchdown, and it is a 21-0 ball game now. It's just not looking very hopeful for the Bears, and oh my goodness, this play was ridiculous. I thought Andre Carter was gonna have the pick, but it ends up being caught. Not for a big gain, but it was still an interesting play. But then Mike Rumpf going to be called for the defensive pass interference, which extends the drive for the Bears. Grossman throws over the middle, finds Justin Gage. He's able to get past the 40 up to the 44, and it's a new set of downs for the Bears. So now Grossman got to throw left side. That should have been intercepted, but it doesn't matter. Jeff Ulbrich called for another pass interference. And man, this defense is just racking up penalties on this drive, but finally they get a stop as Berrien's short of the first down marker. So out comes Robbie Gould, and he's going to miss the field goal wide right. It looked like it had just enough distance to at least have a chance of going through the upright, but he missed it wide right. And the Bears still are scoreless in this game. Now 3rd down, Gore going to cut it inside. He's going to be just shy of the first down marker, but the Niners are going to go for it on 4th and inches. They give it to Gore, and he's just able to pick up the first down. Just falls forward. That's going to end the first quarter. Niners up 21-0 over the Bears. So the Niners looking to pour it on as we begin the 4th quarter. Smith going to scramble, and that slide button's still not working for me, guys. But he picks up the first down, doesn't fumble it, so that's all that's important pretty much. Now here's Frank Gore just imposing his will on this Bears defense, and he gets up to the 16-yard line. So now 1st and 10, another handoff to Gore. And Gore just imposing his will on this Bears defense inside the 5 now. 3rd and goal. Handoff to Trunk Candidate, who's going to get into the end zone for the touchdown. I think that might actually be his first with the Niners. And it's just a rough game for the Bears. The fans are already leaving the stands at this point. And I can't even blame them because their team has just laid out a straight-up egg. So now later in the 4th, here's the throw right side. Bobby Wade going to dodge a few defenders, and he's going to break the shutout. And he is gone like any woman I've ever loved. Outside my family, of course. Touchdown Bears. They make it a 28-7 game. So they're realistically not going to come back, and especially not after this pick, but at least they're trying to put up some kind of effort. I can respect that, but the Niners end up winning this one 28-7. Is your final. Looking at the stats, Alex Smith went 16 of 39 for 216 yards, 2 touchdowns, and a pick. Frank Gore had 70 yards on 18 carries. Trunk Candidate had the lone rushing touchdown of the game, 34 yards on 11 carries for him. Freddie Mitchell led the team in receiving with 121 yards and a touchdown on 8 catches. Eric Johnson's only catch was the 1-yard touchdown. And you can't say enough about how well this defense played today. Look at all those sacks, 8 sacks as a team, 2 interceptions. I mean, they really came to play today, and that's what they're going to have to do against the Seahawks if they want to get back in the playoff race. Looking at the Bears, Rex Grossman, 10 of 27, 142 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Cedric Benson had 13 carries for 51 yards. Thomas Jones really not much of a factor in this one at all. And Bobby Wade had the lone touchdown for the Bears, 1 catch for 58 yards. Not really an impressive game from Mushin Muhammad or Justin Gage. The Bears defense kind of had a quiet game, although Adewale Ogunleye did have 3 sacks in this one. Mike Green, of course, had the pick. Urlacher had a sack as well. But nobody really made any waves for the most part outside of Ogunleye. But a good win for the Niners, and now they have a very tough matchup against the Seattle Seahawks coming up. The Seahawks, of course, are leading the division right now. But it's not going to be as tough of a game as you might expect it to be. They are 7-2 right now. They do have one of the best offenses in the league at the moment, but they're missing 3 key players in this game on offense. Sean Alexander is out for this game. Matt Hasselbeck is out for this game. Walter Jones is out for this game. So this is not a Seahawks team that's at its full capacity by any means. They still have a pretty good defense, and they're still 7-2, so obviously they didn't just get there because of the few guys they're missing, but it's still a big deal. David Green out of Georgia is their starting quarterback as he finds Joe Juravicious. So the Seahawks still have their receivers. Bobby Ingram and Joe Juravicious are still pretty good receivers out there. And Mo Morris is not no slouch at running back, although he did lose a yard there. Now 3rd and 11. Green gonna throw it down the field. Juravicious couldn't hold on to it. So the Seahawks punted away. Now 1st and 15 after a dumb delay of game call on me. There's Rashawn Woods coming up with a big play up to the 43. 1st down Niners. Now a 3rd and 10. Alex Smith gonna drop back, steps up, throws over the middle, and Battle got separation from the 2 people covering him, but again, he probably ate popcorn before this game, so we end up punting it away. We stopped Morris there, and Mo Morris just having a bad time early on. He is just going nowhere. Now 3rd and 12. Green stepping up, and he's gonna be brought down for the sack. He just held it way too long. And now we're midway through the 1st quarter. It's still scoreless, but what a catch by Rashawn Woods. Able to catch it in double, almost triple coverage. And now, new set of downs for the Niners. Gore takes a big hit, but gets 5 yards. Now 2nd and 5. Smith goes left side, finds Brandon Lloyd, who picks up the 1st down. Now 2nd and 10. Under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Smith looking down the field, and I love that route. That post corner route that Mitchell runs is just so beautiful. He makes the grab for the touchdown and 7-0 Niners. And Julian Peterson on 1st and 10 just comes off the edge and just blows up Mo Morris. And I really kind of feel for Maurice Morris in this game because this is kind of his opportunity to shine. With Alexander out for the next few weeks, he wanted to put on a show to prove that he could be a feature back, but he's just having a bad time. David Green not having a bad time. He throws it over the middle, and he finds Jeremy Stevens, who somehow picks up the fumble. I don't even think that was a fumble anyways, but good that he picked it up there for the Seahawks, not for us. That's going to end the 1st quarter, though. Niners lead 7-0 over Seattle. So now 3rd and 6 as we begin the 2nd quarter. Green just holding the ball way too long, and he's going to be sacked. Seattle's out of field goal range. They punted away. So now here's Smith as the Niners get the ball back, and he holds onto it way too long. Probably should have thrown it away at that point. But the Niners lose 6. Now 2nd and 16, and right over the middle, there's Rashawn Woods coming up clutch and picking up the 1st down. So now 1st and 10, handoff to Gore. He escapes the defense. That was a complete jailbreak up front, and Gore somehow picks up about 8 to make something out of nothing. So now here's Smith. On 3rd down, hit as he throws, and he finds Mitchell, but he's going to be short of the 1st down marker. So now the Seahawks get the ball back. Here's a handoff to Morris, and he's blown up in the backfield as Seattle takes over. Now 2nd and 11. And I like that play. It's a pretty nifty play, but it didn't work out for him at all as Morris loses more yardage. Now 3rd down, Green looking to the right side. He wants Ingram, but he's going to be intercepted by Ahmed Plummer, who gets a pick in back-to-back weeks. And now the Niners looking to take advantage. Smith looking down the field, finds Mitchell, and he's going to pick up the 1st down and add half the distance to the goal on that play as he's face masked. Now 3rd down, Smith to the end zone, finds Mitchell for the 2nd time in this game. This Smith to Mitchell connection has just been beautiful so far this year. The Niners have a 14-0 lead, and then 3rd down, Green can't find his intended target, so the Seahawks go 3 and out. And you can just tell Seattle misses Alexander and Hasselbeck in this game. Then Smith going to take a big sack. And now it's 3rd and 26 for the Niners. Smith just has to throw it down the field to make something happen. And it's nearly intercepted. So the Niners go 3 and out. Seattle, with 2 minutes to go, has a chance to do something. And finally, Maurice Morris gets positive yardage. He's short of the first down marker, but that's a start for him at least. Now 2nd and 2. And Andre Carter just cuts inside and is able to bring down Green for the sack. Now 3rd down. Smith just going to throw this one away pretty much. And Seattle is just completely locked down. They just can't do anything right now. The Niners looking to make this a 3-score game into the half. Smith going to throw it left side, and he lobs it. Rashawn Woods into Seattle territory up to the 31. First down, Niners. And then Smith over the middle going to find Battle, who finally got the butter from that popcorn off his hands. He picks up a first down. Chris Richard is injured. Big ups, Liquid Richard. So now 1st down. Smith over the middle. He's going to find Walker, who's inside the 5, and that's going to be a face mask. They give us the ball at the 1.5, and Gore going to bounce outside, picks up the touchdown. It is 21-0 once again, and the Niners have just been playing out of their minds for the past few weeks. And then here's David Holly with a pick. Holly, Mr. Pick 6 himself, is going to be brought down just shy of the end zone, but that's going to set up Alex Smith and company. Smith going to try to run it in, and he's going to fumble at the 1-yard line. Honestly, I thought he was down by contact, but they reviewed it, and they said he fumbled it before he was down. But, you know, ball don't lie. Morris coughs it up, and then Douglas is going to bring it back to the 3. So that's going to hopefully set up a touchdown here. 3rd and goal. Smith over the middle, and they get in for the touchdown. The 3rd connection of the game between Mitchell and Smith. That's going to take us to the half. Niners up 28-0 in an absolutely dominant performance. So now we're into the second half. The Niners with a commanding 28-0 lead, and they're looking to pour it on here. Smith going to scramble, though, and he's just able to pick up the first down. He should probably be a little more careful with running the football, especially with a 28-point lead. I mean, you don't really need to do the most here, but he does complete a pass to Mitchell. Now 1st and 10, handoff to Gore. Gore, he's going to get brought down by his face mask, so that's going to make it a 1st and 2 at the 48. So now 3rd down, Smith over the middle. He's going to find Battle, who picks up the first down. The Niners just continuing to impose their will on the Seattle secondary. Now, this isn't back in the Legion of Boom days, so their secondary wasn't as good as it was in the 2010 decade. But after an incompletion on 3rd down, Joe Nedney kicks a field goal, and he makes it a 31-0 game for the Niners. So now Seattle trying to make something happen here, but again, Green just out of sync with his receivers in this one. And it's just getting ridiculous at this point. Smith gonna lead Battle on this pass, and it's incomplete on 3rd down. So the Seahawks actually get a stop. Can they do something with it? That's the real question. Green gonna throw over the middle, and it's completed to D-Jax. Terrell Jackson able to make the grab. So now the Seahawks close to the first down marker. Green over the middle, completes it to Juravicius, and he gets the first into San Francisco territory. And now the Seahawks trying to end the shutout here. Green goes left side, and Joe Juravicius just mosses Shante Spencer. And that would end the 3rd quarter. Niners lead 31-0, but the Seahawks looking to end the shutout. So now 2nd and 5 into the 4th quarter, handoff to Morris. Morris able to roll forward for the first down. So Seattle's so close, and here's a pitch out to Morris, and Peterson can't bring him down. Morris into the end zone for the touchdown. At very least, that stops the shutout. It's 31-7 now. But can the Seahawks defense stop the 49ers? No, they cannot. Arnaz Battle is gone like my cigarette addiction. See, I can be positive sometimes. Touchdown 49ers. They take a 38-7 lead. Alex Smith having the game of his life. 301 yards and 4 touchdowns. Smith would stay into the game, throws over the middle, and he finds Battle again for the touchdown. Battle just got sick of seeing Mitchell have all the fun, so he wanted to get a few touchdowns, and that he does. The Niners with a dominant performance over the division leaders, 45-7 over the Seahawks, albeit a weaker Seahawks team due to injury. Alex Smith had probably his best game as a rookie so far. 20 of 36, 353 yards and 5 touchdowns. No picks, most importantly, though. Frank Gore actually did not have a good game in this one, 36 yards and a touchdown on 13 carries. Arnaz Battle had 5 catches for 148 yards and 2 touchdowns, but Freddie Mitchell, 6 catches, 56 yards, 3 touchdowns in this one. A hell of a performance by this receiving core in general. And then defensively, another great game. Julian Peterson with 3 sacks, Spice Adams with 3 sacks, and the defense overall, just these past few games, honestly, have just played lights out straight up. David Green did what he could, 10 of 23, 134 yards and 2 picks. He's just not a very good quarterback, to be honest. On the ground, Maurice Morris, 40 yards on 19 carries, also had a touchdown, but did have a fumble as well. Receiving wise, Joe Juravicius led the team with 4 catches, 58 yards. Overall, just not a good performance for the Seahawks defense. They still had a pretty good defense back in the day with guys like Marcus Trufant, Jamie Sharper, and a few others. They really just couldn't hang with Freddie Mitchell and company, honestly. It's a great game for the Niners receiving core. Just a great game for the Niners in general. A hell of a game from Alex Smith, 5 touchdowns and no picks. That's what I want to see from him going forward, man. That's going to be the bar at this point. 5 touchdowns a game. I know it's ridiculous, but you know, that's the bar he set for himself. So looking at the AFC and the Chargers, Steelers, and Ravens, all at 7-3 on top of the AFC. And honestly, even the worst teams outside of the Browns in the AFC can still make the playoffs right now. Seattle still is the top team in the NFC, even though they lost to us. Green Bay, Atlanta, and New Orleans all have 7-3 records. But now San Francisco has closed the gap a little bit and are now just a game back behind Seattle in the NFC West. Dallas trying to get that first pick at this point. So now our next game is against my favorite team, the Tennessee Titans. Obviously, this is not a very good team so far this year. They're 4-6 and have lost their past 2 games. Can we continue our win streak as we head into the Music City? Well, you'll have to watch the next episode to find out. So I just want to thank each and every one of you who checked out this video today. If you guys enjoyed it and you want to see more franchise content on this channel in NCAA 06, Madden 06, and my upcoming franchise in Madden 21, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. And for more of the 49ers franchise, of course, make sure you leave a like. And to make sure you don't miss any of the action on the channel, make sure you turn your notifications on to join the notification gang. That way, every time I upload a video, you guys will be notified. Make sure you guys also follow all my socials in the description below. And if you want to see videos before the rest of the public is to see them, become a channel member or a patron today. That's going to do it for this video. This has been Kaz from Craniac Gaming. You guys have yourselves a wonderful rest of your day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Like I always say, no matter what happens, make sure you keep that mofo rolling. I love y'all 3000. I'm outie 5000. Deuces.